Okay, so you want to teach in the state fire marshal's system, and you want to teach either a Cephestus course or an F-step course. In order to do this, and starting in 2019, new instructors are required to do 4 steps. First, you must take the Instructor 1 class, that's the which is a 40-hour course, and then additionally you must open a task book and document 40 hours of instructional experience. If you've taught before, just make sure that you include those hours, but date them after opening the task book. Instructor 2. You must take the Instructor 2, another 40-hour course. Complete those 40 hours additional instructor experience through the task book. And again, you may use previous experience, just post-date the experience once the task book has been opened up. Hint, hint. Regional instructor orientation is the 3rd step after completing Instructor 1 and 2. The Rio class, commonly referred to, it's a 4-hour class. Must be done within 2 years of the application date. And then ethical leadership in the classroom is another 8-hour class. And then at the conclusion of that 8-hour class, you will sign a State Fire Training Instructor Code of Ethics that you'll keep on file as part of your application step. Okay, for those of you that want to teach a State Fire Marshal course, this means you are the primary instructor of a course, for example, like an auto extrication, a low-angle rope rescue operations course or LARO, or a Cephestus course like company officer or driver operator. Here is where to become registered. Again, registered as an instructor in the State Fire Training System means that you can teach the class as a registered instructor versus just becoming a certified instructor, which means that you completed the requirements to get certified as an instructor. But this means that you are going to be the primary instructor. So in this case, there's an instructor application. There's the experience letter from the chief or from the community college program director. There's a link to the State Fire Training Procedures Manual that will go over what the requirements are for the specific class you want to teach. And then the Instructor Code of Ethics requirement. So for these processes, you want to make sure that you understand what the application process is. You can apply by reviewing the procedures manual and then look at the task books associated for each of these particular classes. Now I'm going to give everybody a hint. You have to have taken the course to become a registered instructor. Most of you probably had an auto extrication class in your fire academy. There is not a task book associated with auto extrication. So to quickly become registered in the State Fire Marshal system, after taking the Instructor 1, Instructor 2, completing those task books, taking the Rio class, and taking the ethics class, I would submit as quickly as you can to become registered to teach a course like auto extrication as one of the examples. Once you are a registered instructor in the State Fire Marshal system, you don't have to go back and take more instructor classes and do some of these things that have occurred because that's the highest level you can get in the State Fire Marshal system. So becoming a registered instructor is incredibly important so that you're not having to retake instructor classes as things change due to NFPA standards and national models and those things that State Fire Training has done. So instructor task books, a lot of the classes you may want to teach, like Confined Space Tech, which is a requirement for a lot of people on the job, great class to teach. You want to get into fire control for live fire, or LARO because you're a lifeguard and you want to do some ropes classes like rope rescue tech or a LARO class, great classes to teach for our lifeguards. So some of these require task books, which means that you got to spend quite a bit of time reviewing which those steps are and shadowing the instructors who are qualified as registered instructors in the state system by attending one of their classes after you completed that class yourself and received a diploma. So hope this is helpful. Hope that you can hear me out on making sure that you get registered as an instructor as soon as possible, and in a class that doesn't necessarily require a task book. So it's a streamlined approach to get to it, because there are difficulties in finding these classes to go out on your own and participate in by shadowing instructors for the task book courses. Hope this is helpful to become a registered instructor.